Aquarius, how you doing? So welcome to your August, and this is a new intro that I put together. If you haven't seen the rest of them, it's a new intro that I put together, and the band is called Sleeping at Last, and the song was called Turning Page, and I will see you after the page turns. Okay, Aquarius, so let's see where we're at for August, okay? So August, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. How you doing, Aquarius, anyway? Sorry, you're right. You're all right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for August. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a slum today. I feel a bit, when you just feel a bit, oh, really? As I said, it might be how you're feeling. It's retrograde and stuff is really playing. It's so difficult being open. It really is. You feel everything. I think you're probably all up in your feelings, right? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus for August. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So there you go. Oh dear. Damn. The Sun. So it might be something to do with, obviously it's a lot of losses and gains. This is trying to regain obviously one's emotional strength. Trying to regain one's emotional strength. So you could have Leo or water in your chart, okay? But it's trying to gain one's emotional strength. It also at the home life, like really trying is what I'm picking it up. It's like, listen, I'm trying. So you might have family members. Obviously the Sun represents family and home life and children and growth and soul growth. But it seems like the soul is going through some kind of transformation at the moment. So some of you could have maybe Scorpio in your chart, but pretty much water sign. But like I said, all up in your feelings, which is trying to, normally the Five of Cups is either a lost feeling, like just at the moment I'm feeling an emotional loss. Okay, now sometimes it's probably because other people, if you are with a partner, they're connected with somebody else and they find it difficult to turn around. But what I'm feeling, this is at an emotional loss. Okay, but don't forget that this person in this card is staring at 3 cups that are on the floor. So it stares at reconciliation of not being of emotional value or not being available, okay, because of overindulgence or third-party relationships or a union that was lost, okay, what was lost and found. I'm still picking it up, lost and found. Trying to pull yourself around, pull yourself together, like the curtains, that's what I'm picking up. It's like, I just need to open these curtains. I just need to open these curtains. I just need to find strength. I need to find life again. I need to put life back into myself. Now, if you are in a third-party relationship, obviously you're caught in what I've been promoting a lot is a drama triangle, okay, where the aggressor, but we won't go into that one because it's not 3, it's 5. But the 5s always talk about emotional value and loss of something, just like really trying to pull oneself together. But the soul is definitely going through a transformation, because that represents the soul to me. So a sun sign of Leo, but if not, it just represents family, and the soul is going through some kind of emotional cleanse. So you might need to do some kind of meditation. Yes, thank you. Some meditation, some me time is what I'm picking up. Netflix and chill, some me time, taking some time out, some emotional value. Just, you know, when you have like time after time, okay, obviously it's very difficult to pull yourself around, but after a period of time, the soul gets where it starts to fill up of life. I'm feeling like an imbalance of like life and death kind of thing, like life and death and life and death kind of. Hopefully that's not someone that's actually lost somebody, but it's the soul is going through this cleanse of where 1 minute I'm fine and the next minute I'm not, 1 minute I'm fine and the next minute I'm not. So that might even represent someone that could have Sagittarius in their chart, maybe. But we do come through Leo season, so there's growth within that, because you will find strength in order to pull yourself together. Listen, take your soul outside of yourself and give yourself a slap and put it back in and think, well, where am I? I'm actually still here. So I'm actually still here. So if you are connected with someone else, then they're still here. They're still here, you know. So there you go. Emotional, the 9. So it's still searching. There's someone that's still searching. 14 is 5 again. It's a reflecting energy of like, what the fuck just happened? This to me. This is because this can also be someone that's emotionally stubborn. Okay, so if you're connected with someone, they could be well emotionally stubborn and they're just not moving and they're not opening up, because opening up is the 10 of Cups. That's the arms open and the arms open wide and these arms of mine. But this person is actually emotionally stubborn because he's actually not. There's one person in it, okay, but there's also someone that's not opening up. There's someone, obviously, because of the reflectant of the 5 again, you know, it's still the same. Whoever you're connecting with, whoever the other person is, they're still connected with other people. It's starting to play out a karma triangle again. Excuse me. But there's definitely some kind of, this is something that I'm going through myself. Trying to look after your health, but you might be overeating maybe and trying to gain your strength by when you're at an emotional loss, you can gain weight. You can be like, just fuck off, everyone. You know, you can just feel like, just fucking leave me alone. I just can't be asked. I can't even be asked to do anything. And then that's when we can start to become complacency through what you would when you detox from something. You become complacent. Okay, so it's very important to gain one's clarity of mind to not become complacent. So you replace things pretty much. You replace it for drugs, alcohol, drinking, or even food, and that's something that I'm going through. So I'm trying to diet and I'm trying to pull myself together in order to like lose a little bit of weight and gain strength mainly. But complacency is what I'm picking up, definitely. Someone's feeling as if they're at an emotional loss and they're feeling complacent. So it's very important to gain your strength back first and not feel so much at an emotional loss that you would replace something for something else, you know, because this is another partner that would try to replace something for something else, meaning, okay, well, if you're not good enough, I'll just get someone else. You know, that's not always the best feeling to do, because you would need the 9 of Pentacles in order for your strength to be regained, in order to meet like means like, meaning that you have to be at a healthy vibration to meet someone at a healthy vibration. But even that doesn't fucking work all the time, you know. Sometimes the 2 of Cups that stand behind now, I'm just feeling like they're just attachments that attach themselves to you because you're open, you know, because you do you know, when you're open like this, if you're a medium or you've been watching tarot cards for a fucking long time and you're open, it's difficult to get anybody to align with your energy. Okay, so because you might be clairvoyant or anything like that, or a medium or anything, when you start to discover things like that, you can obviously feel everything around the world. Okay, Red Hot Chili Peppers, around the world. Okay, but so you might be red hot, red-handed, caught red-handed is what I heard, caught red-handed, but you know, because you feel everything from around the world. You feel the sun movements, you feel the moon placements and the sun movements and all the astrological movements. So I'm picking it up that this could have something to do with Leo season that's coming up. So if you're emotionally open, you might be feeling an emotional loss in order to gain strength, and the soul is saying, listen, come on, now you've got to have strength in order to pick yourself up, pick your lip up and move on. That's what it's saying. Pick your lip up and move on. There might be an emotional loss. You might have discovered about anything to do with a financial loss or an emotional loss, because there's no finances here. So there might be a financial loss because there's no pentacles. You might be through actions and stuff like that. There's an action that's been taken from the sun, but it's been taken from the sun. So you might have, is what I'm picking up, channeling, that there might have been taken something from a family. Taken, I keep coming up with Liam Neeson, taken. Someone might like feel because this can be fears of grandeur. This can be like the fear of abandonment, obviously. Okay, the dark night of the soul and all that kind of stuff. But that's still fearing abandonment. So someone might fear abandonment of like mother, father, child, or something that holds within the home life of the sun. So someone might feel like, I need to stay at home now quite a lot, and that might be where the isolation is coming from, because there might be some kind of codependency, because this can be codependent. So there might be some kind of codependency, or it might, if it's not codependency, it's just finding reliance within the place of residency of where you're at, your town, your city, your state, your home, the home life. Okay. Sorry, I was channeling something a minute ago. And if you don't know me, sorry, but I do channel a hell of a lot through cards. So they might not mean a lot for people to other people, but I start to channel, you know. Channel, so you might be watching Netflix. But yeah, there's something to do with, like, it might not be codependency, but it might be replacing through what was lost that now is found. Through what is lost now is found, as a song there somewhere. What is gained, what is an emotional lot is as a gain. So it's on the search for a gain, to gain something, which is the strength, and to the willpower, okay? Free will in order to go on, in order to search for the 10, which is also still the home life, which would be this, okay? So, because that kind of is a 3, right? 21. So that's like a 3, and you've got like, sorry, I'm just kind of really picking up on different things at the moment. Let's see. I'm trying to get back into the cards. It's very earlier at the moment, and I do have a headache. So this came out during the pre-shuffle. So you've got probably Leo. So there's things of emotional value. So the feeling of this is that also the feeling of grandeur. This is like an emotional loss, but trying to gain one's strength again, you see. So you do have maybe Sagittarius of what I was picking up, but it could be Leo. This is always a Leo card to me. But Leo, Aries or Sagittarius, you could have it in your placement or theirs, or this is just a general overview of a feeling that's needed to gain one's strength again. But you've got a king and a queen of emotional value and passion. So there's some kind of sexual desire that some people are having. Sexual desire. So you might need to work on your sacral chakra. Sorry, I find it difficult to say that one. Sacral chakra. Okay, so this is some kind of desire of sexual passion or desire, or that someone has for you, or you're desirable, or they see you as desirable, but probably emotional. But these can also be family members too, so it doesn't matter in their sign or what they are, but they could have that in their placement, or this can represent court or family members. Okay, so a family member, if it be this one is a family member, they might be seeing you, like I say, at an emotional loss, because this one is trying to search for a path forward emotionally, trying to gain one's strength emotionally, trying to look into the future. This person is also like looking into a crystal ball. Okay, so you might be a water sign that's like that's a medium or something like that, or is emotionally open but could also be emotionally closed. It's like emotionally closed, emotionally open. Emotionally closed, I'm gaining strength and then I'm not, kind of thing. You know, the central issue here at the moment is trying to gain one's strength again by not opening up. So someone that you are connected to through this 5, also if you are connected within a Steve Cartman drama triangle, someone is not emotionally opening up and they are emotionally guarded. So this could also represent the sign of Scorpio because they're guarding one's emotions, okay? So if you think it's them, they think it's you, and if you think it's them and it's you, then you're caught in a third-party situation, which is a Steve Cartman drama triangle, because you project out blame of loss and gain. Why you outdo one another? Well, you can't have, I want, and then me, I-E, all that kind of stuff. There is no I in T. Okay. But they're always connected with someone else, and that pulls your heartstrings and all this kind of stuff, and then you feel an emotional loss, and then they come back, and then they go forward, and then they come back, and then you get into a game of halves, because this is a bit like, what do you call it? What's the TV series? I forget what it was now. I forget what it was. Game of Thrones. There's thrones, there's people on thrones, but there's someone that's feeling very desirable. This is someone that has a lot of emotional desire, but it can be draining one's energy, okay? Because this can be like a drain and a strain to continue on. So in its lowest form, this is like obviously it's because it's wish fulfillment, so it could be an Aquarian energy, because that could be you. But I'm feeling more of like you're being watched by an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but also a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's two energies that are facing here, but there's someone that's facing away, meaning that I'm facing away from the past. So you've got different energies that are coming through at the moment. These can be, like I say, these can be friends, these can be family, these can be anybody that's watching. Water signs, fire signs. They're watching somebody that is literally trying to gain wisdom, is what I've heard. Wisdom in a bed. Wisdom in a bed. That was a Jim Morrison thing, wasn't it? But wisdom in a bed. Someone is sexually curious. This is someone that is sexually curious, because this is curiosity killed the cat. But curious. Curious. I don't know why. Curiosity killed the cat, so we're talking about, you know. You know what I mean? But someone is emotionally but also sexually frustrated also. But because this is obviously curiosity, but this is emotional curiosity too. So it's a bit like a lost and found is what I'm picking up. Like, once was lost, but now I'm found. I wish I could remember what song that is. Once was lost, but now I'm found. Someone could work at, what do you call it, the lost and found for the homeless. This can be someone that's homeless. Homeless. Or worried about losing a home. Or worried about losing someone. Someone's worried that they're going to lose someone. Or that they have lost someone. But it's such the 5 of Cups is such a weird energy, you know, because it can be an independent card of where you just feel this within yourself, but there is growth and there is prosperity within the soul of the sun. So the sun is gaining strength in order to bring wisdom into it. Someone could feel a loss, like a sexual loss is what I'm picking up, like a lost and found is what I keep picking up. Profound, the prophet, because this is obviously a prophet, because this was like would relate to also Aquarian energy, but it's on the search for the one, you know. So an opportunity that was lost, that was took from this 9, 14, you know, 4 and 1 is 5. So there was something that was took from someone that someone doesn't like, or something like that, of why they now feel an emotional loss, because it's took one of these cups from this 9 here. Thank you. There you go. There you go. So if you're a medium and you're open, okay, and you come in contact with someone that's this is, there you go. The cups are all over the place, but someone is emotionally all over the place. So this is this energy here too. So this is being closed off. But if you come in contact with someone and they're completely emotionally closed off and they're actually talking with another person here, okay, you can physically feel sick. And this might be why you're needing to gain one strength, because you get caught into what I say is a Steve Cartman drama triangle. And then you get lost and found because you're emotionally open, but you don't realise that you're actually emotionally closed off. You know, and when you're closed off, it's normally because somebody is concentrating on someone else, and then they pass that on to you because they become very emotionally guarded. When you're emotionally guarded and blocked off, you can become over aggressive and over emotional. When the emotions start to play, you start to become over aggressive, and then you push that out onto an energy of everybody else. So then you become the blame game. So if you're emotionally open and someone's emotionally closed, you can literally feel sick because they pull on your heartstrings, which is your emotion. So if you're open, it pulls that from you like a, oh my God, I feel literally like just you feel that they're blocked, that they're guarded, that there's a blocking energy, that someone's in the way. So if you feel that someone's in the way, you can form the hatred and the blame game where you blame someone else for concentrating on someone else, and you get caught into a triangle of love and hate. Love and hate, you know. Love and hate. All's fair in love and war is what I heard too. All's fair in love and war. So you've got 9 here that represents the 9 here. So someone is emotionally greedy. Someone in the mix is emotionally greedy. So a 9 again, that all reflects to a 9 here. Everything adds up back to a 9 to a 9 to a 9. There's an Aquarian energy or a water sign energy that is part of this third party situation that everyone's going to say, yeah, they're connected with someone else that's an Aquarius, or they're connected with someone else that is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. They, I would say, are the people, sorry, but I've got a bit of a, that are at an emotional loss. Everyone is all at emotional loss, and now everybody feels like everybody's defensive or offensive, defensive and offensive, because of the cards that are showing and portraying through this card, you know. So it can start to mean that someone sees someone as a traitor. You know, if this is a Pisces energy, the Hangman was known as a traitor in a past life. So, you know, you can, or it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is I'm feeling that a lot of these energies are all playing out through this 5 of Cups, because the people that are all connected within this 3 that happen to be here, that's here, is the 6, okay? 3 and 3 there is 6. So it's like past life relationship, you know, soulmate connections, things that have happened from the past, the retrograde that have brought people back from the past, that make you feel at an emotional loss, that pull you backwards. You get caught into a third party where you need to find strength in order to continue to go forward. So when someone connects onto someone's energy, they make them feel at an emotional loss that destroys their future, because they're pulling them backwards, because you need to have strength yourself, because it's never about anyone else. It's always about yourself. You need to move forward for yourself, not be connected with someone from the past. Okay, so when you start to move forward, someone from the past through retrograde comes back to give you a review to see if you're strong enough to continue to go forward, to break out of someone that follows you from timeline to timeline, dark passenger. Okay, so they follow you, they pull back on your heartstrings, they make you promises, all that kind of stuff. You know, if it happened before, it happens again. That's why it's called retrograde. It happened before, it happened again. It happened before, it happened again. It happened before, it happened again. Why the fuck are we still caught in this pattern? Drama triangle. You know, so you need to find strength in order to move forward, because every time you move forward, someone comes back from the past. That's retrograde. That's why it makes it so confusing, and that's why you always feel at emotional loss, because if you're connected with the person that you've been connected with a long time, okay, they go forward and then they go backward, and they go forward and they go backward, and that was why I was picking up on the forward and backwards, forward and backwards, forward and backwards. Forwards and backwards. You have to have complete strength to make a judgment call to completely and utterly block out the past person that makes you feel this way. Okay, So every time that you're then starting to watch tarot card readings, or you're probably overanalyzing and doing too much and connected with a why do they want, why me, I want, need, I. So you keep searching for an answer, searching for an answer, searching for an answer, searching for an answer. Why is it that, are they still connected with someone else or are they not? You're taking the energy away from yourself, you know. So you get someone that can be where you can think and feel that they're selfish, you know. So if you start to think and feel that they're selfish, what's happening? You're thinking about someone else and you're not thinking about yourself. You know, drama triangle, very difficult to get out of, you know. So don't participate in stuff. You need to gain back wisdom and strength in yourself in order to learn to move forward. So you do have that energy that's around because somebody is watching. Someone's watching. But guarantee you someone's watching someone else. Someone's watching someone else, okay? So because they're connected with someone else, the Five of Cups, the Four of Cups, this is definitely a third party that seems to be here, because there's, like I said at the beginning, there's backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. My energy's low, my energy's high, my energy's low, my energy's high. I've got a desire, definitely needs, the sacral chakra kind of needs healing through sexual healing. There's some kind of sexual emotional healing here that people need. Sexual healing, that might need attention, something like that, okay? But there's something there about desire and emotion. Desire and emotion, because this can be like, it doesn't matter of the sign, but it's like a predatorial energy, okay? Someone that seeks people out, okay? So they seek people out because it's like, if this is a Leo energy, okay, if this is a Leo energy, obviously it's like the cat, right? That's why being called curiosity killed the cat. It's like a cat, it's a lion. So it seeks out its prey. It seeks out its prey because it's emotionally fixed, okay? So emotionally guarded is what I picked up, emotionally guarded. Here could be a Leo with a water sign, okay, but it's prey. It seeks out its prey. It seeks out. Well, I'm picking up also victimhood. Sorry, people, and this is where I'm probably going to get the blame. But this can be a victim, a victim to society that's emotionally blocked and guarded, but they pray. Okay, pray for attention. Can be. Okay, that is also emotionally lost because someone else that they're connected to is still connected with someone else. And this is where the patterns of grandeur, this is where the patterns of drama triangle, this is why I'm an emotional seeker and open. I'm still an open university, but open, okay? You have to remain open in order to receive your gift, to realise what they are, in order to gain clarity, to understand it, to be able to move forward, you know? So when you can do that and you can speak the truth and you are the truth and you just represent yourself as the truth, that's when people don't like it, because the hardest thing to ever hear is the truth. Okay, so someone might have heard the truth or they haven't, and that's why they feel an emotional loss. Because there's no sword energy here, which is good. It's all it's all like an emotional loss. It's all an emotional loss. It's like everything's just come to an avoidance here, trying to avoid. This is someone that also tries to avoid because they remain the same. It's still the same card, it just remains the same. Okay, so I've not got my 10 of Cups, but I've got no action in order to go and get it. Okay, but this is someone that does have action, but it's more of a predatorial energy. Okay, so it's not actual that, it's the King of Wands. It's someone that could be a masculine. If it's a masculine, like I said, it could be emotionally a masculine, you know, a mask. Like I'm saying, a lion. I'm just seeing a lion's mask. Like children also putting lions masks on. I'm seeing, like painting, that kind of stuff. Because I can't get away from these two energies here of like passion and desire, but like just willing to like take but not give, because they're not willing to emotionally open up also, you know. They're not willing to emotionally open up. It's because it's people say that this card is emotional fulfillment, but how on earth people say that this is wish fulfillment, I've got no idea, because there's no 10 of Cups there, and things don't last, you know, forever. A feeling, that's why I don't do how do they feel,
because your feelings change at a fucking moment's notice. So how can someone feel? You know, explain your feelings to me. How often do people's feelings change? But how often does someone's mind change? You know? I don't get why people do that in readings, but, you know, that's different readers. But feeling wise, someone is definitely feeling at an emotional loss, you know, an emotional loss. Because it's still part of loss and gain, it's still part of loss and gain. I've not gained anything, and I've not really lost anything. I've got everything, but I haven't got everything. That's the Nine of Cups. I've got everything I want, but I haven't got everything I need, because I haven't got the 10. I haven't got everything I want, and I haven't got everything that I need, and I'm at an emotional loss. So I'm at an emotional loss. So you're stuck. You're stuck on the past. Or someone is. This is either you or them. But again, this is someone that's at an emotional loss, that's stuck on the Three of Cups. So I'm going to leave it there at the moment. That is your reading for the second. So we're going to go over onto Patreon, where you obviously have access to literally everything. And if you've heard me say this 1,000 times, but if you want a personal reading, the link is in the description, and they are open, and I'm just slowly filling people up now. So if you want a reading, send me an email and I'll make time in order to do you one, okay? So you can have whatever kind of spread that you want, but all the readings I've ever done have been completely on point for people, okay? And I also do channel spirit messages and all that kind of stuff through cards, okay? So I'm also doing that, but this will be over on Patreon, where you have access to the first tier, which is everything and all that comes through the month. That will be twin and evil twin, okay? So we're going to do masculine. We're going to do feminine and masculines, okay? But we'll do that twin versus twin and the weeklies, all that kind of stuff that I'm going to try and do as soon as I've done these, and all that will be over there too, and you have access to that. Or if not, you can just watch this on Patreon, on Vimeo, sorry, but it will be in the monthly folder. But like I said, the Patreon is actually there as an option for everybody, where you get everything, okay? So it's either Vimeo or Patreon, okay? All right, guys, hope to see you soon. Peace.